And I want to show other hard gainers that you can do that too, because one, I never thought I could gain so much weight. So that was an accomplishment. But then I was like, this is the wrong way to do it. So I went and I'm losing it all. Hey there, my name is Lewis. This channel is going to be called Hard Gainers because I want to help skinny guys revolutionize their thinking and their way of getting fit. Because I've struggled with it for all my life, being called skinny and whatnot. And yeah, I still am skinny, but at least I'm getting a lot more ripped. And let me just tell you a little bit quick about what's happened recently and how I lost 20 pounds, even though I know I'm relatively skinny to begin with, but I'm talking to really skinny guys out there and skinny guys that can understand. And they call themselves hard gainers because of what happened to me recently. Is that I'll put some pictures up here too. I gained a ton of weight. To me, and one, it's hard for hard gainers to gain weight at all. And I've heard about bulking for a long time. I just didn't want a dirty bulk. But I just decided to go ahead and do it, and see if I can gain weight. So I dirty bulked, and I finally started seeing weight. I just had to really be able to scarf stuff down and force it down, and I gained about 40 pounds. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And I was feeling bigger and getting bigger, but I just was like, I just don't like the way I look. After gaining, at first it's just amazing that you're just gaining weight. First, if you're a hard gainer, you know how hard that is. And then when you're just actually gaining weight, you're just kind of getting pumped and you're like, oh man, this is awesome. But then after about 6 months of having it, I was like, something's wrong here. My relationship with food is just getting kind of weird. I'm eating a lot worse than because I consider myself a pretty healthy person, and I know a lot about wellness. I've worked with a lot of doctors in the past, and I always try to eat healthy. Even when I was dirty bulking, I was still trying to eat as healthy as I could. I was just eating a lot of Chipotle and pizzerias since I live in Austin, probably In-N-Out to you. And then I would just try to do green juices, and I was trying to maintain health, but my relationship with food, cravings went up, sugar cravings went up, everything. I was like, something's not right, man. Something's not right. And then when I looked at my body, I was like, I really don't like having it's like you would get these on your, starting to get man boobs a little bit, and then you're and I've never really had that before, and then you're just fat everywhere, you see cellulite everywhere, and I'm like, man, this is weird, So I was like, I don't know about this. This feels weird. This feels wrong. And I felt bloated all the time and all this shit. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I can't be bulking anymore. Because I kept thinking the answer was I'm just going to get to 185 and then I'm just going to cut. But I started hitting the ceiling where I was like, if I'm already feeling bad, all the time, in my stomach, probably just from eating out so much, that I just really don't know what to do, and I was like, I know I need to because I was still only 165, and I'm like, that's not even that big for my height. But I just went ahead and was like, well, screw it. Then I saw Coach Greg.
Why are you guys so stupid? Stop being so stupid. Oh, flashback. I'm in my bike attire. I am going bike ride. You see?
And I've known about Athlete Next forever, but I saw this dude, Coach Greg, this guy that was screaming at me and telling me that I'm a moron for bulking, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's the only way to really do it. And then he was just dropping this knowledge, and I was like, it was making a lot of sense. that's the other thing, is that I was starting to truly understand how to lose and also maintain the right way. But I was still a lot far off. So it was still really hard for me to understand because I still had all this weight. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to try to eat like this and eat how he says, focus only on low calorie, and then just see what happens. And probably the thing that kept me in the game the most, the quickest, like that actually hooked me, was that I started feeling like my stomach started feeling really good. And I was like, you know what, even if I don't like get to where I want to go, I at least feel really good. And because I don't like feeling like shit all the time, and my energy is actually like really good all day. And I mean, it was just wild that I was like, just that bit change, and I was like, I'm just gonna stick with this and just see what happens. And I stuck with it. And the only thing that was really keeping me was how good I was feeling. And I was like, I think I'll just eat like this from now on, because my health is more important at this point, even if I don't get the body that I'm looking for. And so lo and behold, man, a month later, and I was like, you know, I lost about 10 pounds or 8 pounds or something like that. I'm just gonna keep going. And then you start learning about body fat percentage more. And then you start learning about actually like, then you start seeing the changes, and that you put stuff in, you get stuff out. And I feel like that is so powerful. Like now I actually have control over my body, and it feels amazing. And I'm starting to get discipline everywhere in my life, more discipline than I've been needing. So then I bought his cookbook, and now I'm learning his recipes, and they're badass. French toast is my favorite. I haven't had it since I was a kid. I've been able to have it, you know, every so often. And then just the whole perspective. So the crazy thing was when I got a body scan from Gold's Gym, and I know it's not the most accurate, but it showed me that my body fat percentage was a lot more than I thought it was, and my lean body mass was even less than I thought it was. So I thought I was going to have more muscle because I was bulking, but that was not the case. It was, I mean, I nearly gained all fat, and I was basically a skinny person wrapped up in fat, and it was really annoying. I'm like, my problem is still here. It's just that I'm like he said, like Greg says, I'm like playing like I'm not fat, or like I'm bigger, but I'm just. It was really sad when I made that. I was like, you know what, this is stupid. Like, so, anyways, 2 months later, I've like lost I lost about 22 pounds. I feel amazing. I've gained muscle. Like I've actually like, and you know, I've actually measuring myself now, and the scanner measures it and tells you. So I've been gaining muscle. I'm sure I've probably lost maybe a little bit, but I've been gaining more of it than I've been losing it. And the other thing too is that now that I've been learning so much, I part of the other thing hard thing about being a hard gainer is like, you see a lot of other guys, especially in the gym, that already kind of have, you know, they have like, you know, bigger muscles, and they just look fucking ripped and yoked. And you're like, man, why can't I be like that? Why do I have to be skinny all the time? And I feel like hard gainers have this unique advantage where if you like follow things like Coach Greg or Will Tennyson, where it's about calorie deficit, then it's a lot, you're a lot closer to your goal than you think. You just need to focus on lowering your body fat percentage. And I feel like that's pretty crazy, because you're already at a great body fat percentage. I mean, you're a lot closer to that goal than a larger person would be. So then you just really need to focus on getting a lower body fat percentage, so you can get a bit more ripped, so you can, like, because you're already almost there, gain muscle and just work on gaining muscle only, and that's it. So I mean, and that's what I'm actually trying to get back to. But I am gaining muscle while I'm doing it, so I'm gonna look better than I did when I was actually my previous weight. Now I'm at 145, and I used to be 165. So that's a good amount of differential. And as you can see, making progress. I don't know if you can't really see that well. Right? It's and you can tell like the muscle is getting a lot. It's great because you can like actually start to see striations in your body and everything. And then when you're focusing on just the muscle and building muscle and keeping a calorie deficit, I felt like it's really, really good. I feel like that is the truth. That is the way that most people need to think about it. It's just that you style it to your own eating habits, lifestyle, and what everything, and what will actually get you dedication and being dedicated to it and being consistent. Because that is obviously that's the real thing. Waking up day in, day out, you have to find the thing that actually keeps pulling you. Where, for me at first, something hooked me, and for me I felt great. Like I just felt great. My energy was high, and I wasn't feeling all gassed and bloated from eating so much burgers and Chipotle. So, I'm gonna keep documenting this. It's only been 2 months. I'm basically just doing this because I want there to be like a crazy outcome. Like at the end of this year, I want it to be even like to look freaking stacked and amazing. I mean, stacked in the sense that I'm looking to try to gain at least 5 pounds of muscle or something like that, or like 8, something substantial, and then be also ripped at the same time. And then if I'm able to gain 5 or 8, then it'll be pretty substantial. And I want to show other hard gainers that you can do that too, because one, I never thought I could gain so much weight. So that was an accomplishment. But then I was like, this is the wrong way to do it. So I went and I'm losing it all. And then ripping down and using Greg's method, calorie deficit, and I feel like this is the right way to do it. And that way you can be fit, be healthy, and actually like make a difference in your body and being able to control it mentally. Because I just feel like with so many hard gainers, it's with other hard gainers, it's like pretty tough. So I hope that makes any sense to you, and that's my story, and I hope that you can join me in this journey. Tell me about your own journey, and again, this is mostly for skinny guys, that are already having trouble. So I hope it inspires you in some way, and hopefully gives you direction. So thank you.